I begin in the name of gracious God, the merciful, the beneficent. Hi dear students, I'm Mr. Jahangir. Today we are going to start our 36th lecture of second year English. 36th lecture of second year English. Okay, in this lecture what we are going to discuss, about conditional sentences. In the previous point, if you know there were conditional sentences and now we are thinking that about conditional sentence and it was also described, conditional sentence described in your unit 3 point, conditional sentences were also there in your 3.1. okay, so now we are having some brief differences of different conditional sentences. There are 4 types of conditional sentence. First is called conditional sentence, zero conditional sentences. In conditional sentences, there are at least 2 clauses. There are 2 clauses at least. One is called conditional clause, where some condition is described, and the other clause is called the main clause. Conditional clause and the main clause. Conditional clause is always a dependent clause, and the main clause is always independent clause. It is not giving complete meaning, and it gives complete meaning. So first type is called conditional sentence, conditional zero type of conditional sentence. In this conditional sentence, your conditional clause is in present tense and the main clause is also in the present tense. Both are in present tense, and they are showing such thing which is always true. They are describing such situation which is always true, which is always happening, which is always right. For example, if you heat the ice, it melts. If you heat the ice, it melts. So you're looking at this is always true. This situation is always true. If you heat the ice, it melts. And next, if he's late, he feels guilty. If he's late from office, if he's late from college, he feels guilty. Right? So these are things which always happen. Okay? So this is called zero conditional sentence. Okay? Zero conditional sentence where both conditional clause and the main clause both are in the present tense. Now the conditional clause 1, okay? First type of conditional sentence. Now the first type of conditional sentence. Here in first type of conditional sentence, your conditional clause will be in present and the main clause will be in future tense. Right? So that is present and it's future tense, and it is the real conditional sentence. The real conditional sentence. Okay, a real conditional sentence, a real situation, or real conditional sentence. Here the both clauses are in future. Your conditional clause future and main clause future, but conditional clause is described in present tense. Although it gives future meaning, but it is written in the present tense. And this is the main conditional sentence which is having the most use of conditional sentence. Okay, so when you start conditional sentences in small classes, this is the first conditional sentence. Okay, for example, if you work hard, you will succeed. If you work hard, you will succeed. Right? If you work hard, you will succeed. So this is all the future tense, that if in future you work hard, you will succeed. If in future you will work hard, you will succeed. But translated in, written in, said in, described in present form. Okay? More example you can say, if it rains today, if it rains today, I will go to college. I will not go to college. I will not go to college. right? If it rains today, I will not go to college. So you're looking at this is first type of conditional sentence where your conditional clause in present tense and the main clause in future tense, and it's a real situation, the real conditional sentence, okay, having more use as compared to all other conditional sentences. So if you work hard, you succeed. If it rains today, so it's also that if it will rain, then I will go to college, okay, but it is written in present form. So this is first type of conditional sentence. Then in the second type, conditional clause, conditional sentence 2, there is some unreal thing, unreal, okay, that is some unreal situation, or something like imaginary thing, okay, unreal or imaginary thing which is supposed to happen, but it is not certain that whether thing is going to happen or not, right? So unreal situation, uncertain situation. Here the situation is certain in conditional 1, situation is certain. Here unreal or uncertain, unreal or uncertain. And in this conditional clause will be in past tense. It will be in past tense, and the main clause will be having would, and with would first form plus first form, okay, and it is telling us something which is uncertain. On the other hand, conditional 1 is telling something which is real, which is certain, which will definitely happen, okay, which will definitely happen. Here unreal or uncertain or imaginary thing. For example, if she dyed her hair, if she dyed her hair, everyone would laugh. Everyone would laugh at her and would laugh at her. So if she dyed her hair, everyone laughed at her. So it's an imaginary thing, it's an uncertain thing. We have a doubt whether she is going to dye her hair or not. Whether she is dyeing her hair or not, we're doubtful about that. So if she dyed her hair, everyone would laugh at her. So this is a thing, we are not certain about that, whether it is happening or not. Okay, so if she dyed her hair, everyone would laugh at her. So this is the second type of conditional sentence, okay. More example, if you invited him, if you invited him, he would not come, or he would not come, okay. So now if you invited him, he would not come. So what we are also having a doubt that you are going to invite him or not. It's not a certain thing that we are doubtful about you're inviting that person, and not only doubtful about this thing, then we are also doubtful about this thing that okay, if you invite him or not, we are doubtful that he would not come, right? So this is also another example of second type of conditional sentence where what you're looking at, the situations are uncertain. You're uncertain that you're going to invite or not, and then his response is also quite uncertain, okay. So this is your second type of conditional sentence. And in the third type of conditional sentence, we are having something of the past. The third type of conditional sentence where we talk about something past. Okay, so what is the third type of conditional sentence? In third type of conditional sentence, this is a conditional clause will be in past perfect. This will be in past perfect, and the main clause will have would have plus third form of verb, third form, okay, and it is telling something of past. Look here, in second conditional there is past tense, but the condition is not past, condition is uncertain. And here it is telling us something about past, okay? Past situation, some past situation. All right, so third type of conditional sentence is telling us something about past situation. For example, some past situation. If he had not wasted his time, if he had wasted his time, he would have succeeded. Okay? If he had not wasted time, he would have succeeded. So what you're looking at, we are talking about something, some condition of past. That if in past he had not wasted time, so he would have definitely would have succeeded. So the third type, we say something which is related to past. Okay, so in the past he did this thing and now he is not successful. All right, more example. For example, again in the past, if it had rained. Okay, now you're talking about the past, right? If it had rained, I would not have gone. I would not have. If it had rained, I would not have gone to college. If it had rained, I would not have gone to college. So again, if it had rained, I would not have gone to college. So again, it is telling something about past. That is, there would be some rain and then you would never gone to college. So these are the four main type of conditional sentences. Here's the main thing which you must keep in mind in zero conditional clause and the main clause. Both are in present. Conditional one, which is a main conditional sentence, right? Telling us something about certain situation. Your conditional clause is in present and the main clause in future. In the second type of conditional sentence, we are saying something which is uncertain. We're doubtful about the things which are describing in the sentence. Here what we see that conditional clause will be past and in the other portion there will be would and first from a verb. And then the third condition we say some situation which is about past, which is related to past, and in this conditional type of sentence our conditional clause will be past perfect and the main clause would have as helping verb with third form of verb. Okay, would have helping verb with third form of verb, right? So these are examples. If he had not wasted his time, he would have succeeded, and if it had rained today, I wouldn't have gone to college. All right, thanks class.